We're on Facebook, YouTube, Yarbo.com today. I'm flying solo. It's just me. I'm on location today. I got the mower out right now, but I also have the aerator out. So I wanted to do a little aerating, so I brought it over to this location so we can do a little aerating, have a little fun. I'm going to send the mower out for like an adjusted type of cut here. We're going to go parallel here. We're going to go sideways over there. Yeah, I'm all out of breath, man. I have a cart here that I have to do some stuff with later, have to pull some stuff with. So I don't know if you guys ever try to like inflate those tires on one of those carts and then the nozzle's too big. So you got to like try to pull the stem out without ripping it and do all that fun stuff. So yeah, I got the leaf blower out. I got the lawnmower out. And like I said, I have an aerator over here. I have the lawnmower in the yard here. I just had to reboot. I wanted to reboot everything anyways. We're going to start, I'm going to send it out here on a cut while we have people joining here. I'm going to send it out. It's about a 50-minute cut, and then we're going to do some aerating. Hopefully the GPS holds up. I know some people out there, too, have been having some, even with the PVVS yesterday. I don't know if it's something going on with, like, the sun or I'm not quite sure. But even at the office yesterday, but it was really cloudy. I was under a lot of tree cover. And that's only the second time the PPVS is worn off on it. So it must have did the 330 feet. So I figured I'd come live today. We'll do a little quick mowing demo. I'm not sure how many weeks we got left on the mower itself. I do have the snowblower out right here. This is our 2-stage snowblower. If you're not familiar with the Yarbo, it's the world's first and only 100% modular yard tool. I have the M1 on right now. It's going to go cut. It does the back area first. We'll go around and check it out as long as I can extend the Wi-Fi over there. I got birds all over the place. It's like they're just feeding right now. But yeah, and then we're going to put the aerator on. I do not have the, this one right here. I don't have the back brace mount and tow hitch. I just have the speed hitch on, but that should do for the aerating. I got to figure out, I'm going to have to put some rocks or put some weight on it. I got some seed from the store the other day. So when this is done, I'll probably go seed. I got a lot of stuff to do though. Trying to shoot a Halloween video for you guys. So we have a nice, fun Halloween video. So we'll get that out. And I am out of breath. I've been nonstop this morning. So the Yarbo is in the back. It's going to start over there. So what has happened here? We're going to go parallel here this way, and then we're going to go parallel that way in the back behind the garage. It like L's around. So it automatically does that cut when I put it in. We can do a checkerboard cut, diamond cut, but I think I have it doing the boundaries last. I'm finding more and more that I like that better. Do the interior first and then do the boundaries last. It's just my style. And then also when I'm doing lives, the boundaries are so slow that I lose you guys. I like lose you, man. It's not cool. So let me flip these around. We'll go check out the cuts. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. Sorry, you're gonna see a house real quick. Yeah, and then I'll switch this around this way. See, I got the aerator out right now. Right meow. Look at. So I'm going to hook that one up. That's just about $100 at a big box store. It's nothing pretty, but it's something. It will save you a lot of money, though, if you have to get your stuff aerated. I actually bring it over to my neighbors, too, so then they can check it out. Might even hook the leaf blower up. We got some leaves in the yard. I'm going to see what we can mulch. The M1's not the best for mulching. We all know that. But it's great for cutting, and it's great for maintenance cuts and stuff like that. But as far as mulching, it leaves a little much to be desired sometimes. So let's go see what the bad boy is doing behind the garage here. I might not be able to get all the... Look at this, what the skunk is doing right here. Look at this. Any of you guys dealing with skunks? And it's my fault because I didn't put the grub killer down in the spring. I just forgot, okay? So yeah, we're gonna cut right behind there. The garden's still, I got some radishes I gotta get out, but I think I might have they might be a little overdue. So we'll see if they're any good. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I'm gonna check out the feeds. So this is the kind of cut we're doing here. This is our work plan right here. I see the PPVS is kicking in and out here. So, you know, we're working around buildings and all that stuff like that. So it's nice that the Yarbo is actually out running. Hopefully it doesn't run off with the neighbors. Yeah, we're at a show out in Long Island. I know they were setting up this morning. I don't know if the show is today or not. I think it's Thursday and Friday, so I think it's today. We're at a show out in Long Island. Oof. I'm on 5G on this. Try not to lose this. I have a question for you. Yes, East Coast marine nature. I think we've spoken before. As long as it's not personal, man, we're good. Sorry, I'm trying to get over here without losing the Wi-Fi, man. Ask a question. I'm trying to moderate, but I'll definitely pop in here. I'm live on a lot of different platforms there. See, it's working around fences. That's why everybody always says, like, why does it drive so slow around the when you're doing the edge or borders or whatever? How, you know? And I'm like, think about that. That's your fences. That's your gardens. That's your stuff like that. So I'm trying to see what the rhyme or reason. I wonder if it sees something right here. I think I have it on gentle contact. I'm not quite sure. Oh, it says Yarbo is path adjusting. So it definitely has a no-go zone set up around the fence back here. East Coast Marine says, if there's any representatives in my area who wanted to use my lawn for demos, is that possible? That could be. Depends on where you live. I know we're out. We have a lot of people on the East Coast over there. But yeah, they've been looking for yeah. That's a good question, man. Let me I gotta see what this one's figuring out here. I might go to... So you can see it going along the path here, what we're doing here. The PPVS did kick in, now it's going back, so... This is what makes it cool now. That's a cool new cut, though. Being able to, like, go parallel both ways here. And it just automatically did it. Like, I didn't have to, like, area settings. Yeah, so that's the adaptive cut right there. And it just automatically kind of mapped it out. We're cutting at 3 inches. Oh, I got boundary. I got gentle contact on, so. Did gentle contact because my grass is a little uneven. And occasionally it's seeing some of those uneven marks as like obstacles, which is crazy. But, I mean, it's just, that's what it is, the obstacle avoidance and stuff. You'd much rather it think something's there as opposed to not thinking anything's there. It's definitely thinking right this minute. You can see all these obstacles in my yard. Got the garden bed. This one's falling apart. That's the last of that one. So I'm going to tear those things out and get rid of that. I do have some onions I was trying to push till, like, hopefully we can get them into, like, November. It's a weird route it's taken, though. But that's this cut. So sometimes, like, it'll kick in right there, so it's not sure if it sees something or not. And I guess it's better safe than sorry for it to slow down and kind of make sure there's nothing there. But that's a pretty big divot in the yard right there. I don't know if there was a tree there at one point or what. I don't know. Thought about putting a whole garden over here, but then I'm like going, man, part of me would love to tear this. Eventually I want to tear this garage down and just rebuild a different garage, but I'd have to bring it all the way back though. So I got gentle contact. It kind of butted right up against the fence there. It's so quiet out today, man. I probably should have checked for like possum poop or raccoons. They've been all over this place recently. Just a little maintenance cut here. I had it out this weekend too, so I'm just using the M1 here. I need to get the Pro home, but I don't think I'm going to have one to the spring out here. I got to get one in the office first, like the legit one, but I'm just trying to get them to everybody who ordered them. So I do like the cuts with it though, man. Some pretty spectacular stuff going on. Now it does have a compartment, like a latch, whatever thing that goes on the back there. I just have it off right now because I'm going to use that. I need to use that hitch. Because like I said, I'd like to check out the air rating, but I'm trying to figure out what kind of weight I can put on the back to, the ground's pretty soft right now though, so it might do it. And I don't have tow mode on here yet. That's supposed to come in the next update, so I assume shortly. Sounds like they got some pretty cool updates coming. It's tight quarters around there, but it navigates. It does what it needs to do. I was trying to see how the... So yeah, the yard actually looks really good, aside from what the... I definitely think the micro mulching stuff this summer kind of helped it, help feed it. I did put some yard feed on the other day, like some fall yard stuff the other day. 'Tis the season, right? I messed up in the spring though. I should have put the crabgrass killer down, I think. And the grub killer too. The grub killer's key, man. The skunks really... I came out the other day with a flashlight and I shined it and it sprayed, but I was 30 feet away, so it didn't matter. But it was not happy that I shined it. But then I come out at night too, and there's like literally 3 bunnies in the backyard. I don't mind them as much. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? Need to invest in some hawks or something in the neighborhood too. I don't think they much like the taste for skunk though, I assume. Who does, right? So yeah, it's almost done with this little back area. Then it'll come back and start doing some parallel cuts this way. We'll move on over. So how's the Pro been going, guys? I'm jealous, man. I still don't have one in my hand. Hopefully soon. We will be doing some snowblowing demos again next week. Young Kathy is working that show, I think, out in Long Island. So if you guys are out that way, I think it's like the equipment show or something like that. If you guys want to see some cool stuff. I don't know if we'll have any prototypes there per se. I saw some of the prototypes from Berlin that you guys were posting videos of that I'm not allowed to talk about. But I'm sure they'll be at the Consumer Electronics Show, hopefully this January. Can't believe that's only like 2.5 months away now. A lot of cool stuff. They only give me like little tidbits too, because they know I got a big mouth and I do live, so I can't talk about all the stuff that we have going on. I'm on a need-to-know basis, and they don't let they tell me some of the stuff, but honestly, I don't want to know a lot of the stuff. Just because, why would you, like, I really don't want to know, because I'll blab it on here. So if you guys want me to know stuff, then I'd encourage you to write the people at Yarbo and say, you guys need to get Ryan in the know, because then I'll come on here and I'll blab to you guys all the cool stuff. But we did have some cool prototypes I saw in Germany, which is cool. I mean, it's like going to the auto show. I mean, you see all those like prototype cars, and you kind of see where the future is going with the autonomous robots as far as like lawn care. Yarbo's still the only like modular one out there. I did see another one for a Kickstarter, but that could be a year or 2 years away. And then a lot of it looked pretty I don't know. I think they photoshopped us out of one of their images or something like that. I did see a pretty cool robot prototype though from, I think it was the Berlin I watched a video on, and it actually was like a robot, kind of a little bit the size of Yarbo, I think, but it had like a robot arm coming out of it, which is a little ways away, I will say. But yeah, I mean, just thinking about that kind of technology, like if you had a lawnmower and then you had an arm on it, or an arm that dispensed a trimmer, or an arm that dispensed I mean, practicality wise, I don't know if it'll hold up, but then they had the arm throwing like throwing a ball. I'm sure looks like my stuff's bad here. I don't think I'm connected to the Wi-Fi at this. So we're almost done with this back area. I'll move around the corner. We'll move back. You guys can see the whole kind of everything fall into place. You see how nice the grass looks though, aside from the skunks digging it up. The bunnies are out here a lot at night, man. They like the Yarbo cut, I think. I don't know, they're out here just every single night now. And where there's 3 of them, there's probably 30 of them somewhere. Still got some tomatoes back there, a couple peppers I need to pick, some radishes, and then I'll probably clear that garden out in the next few weeks. Definitely get rid of the one garden bed in the middle there. It's breaking down. It was one of those tiered ones. Trying to move to the metal. And then I was gonna put it in like the ground too, but then it's like, you know what, man? Like with all the rabbits and I mean, the squirrels go crazy. I got a couple tomato plants growing over there. I'm pretty sure it's just from the squirrels eating my tomatoes and then, no offense, pooping out the seeds. So now we're gonna start going lengthwise. You see how it switched? So now it's gonna start running dot, 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 dot. It's the adaptive cut. It went this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. It's just one of the new cuts. I know the PPVS is kicking in and out over there just because it's such a tough area, you know, like, I mean, you see there's a building, there's a fence, if anybody, that like people criticize sometimes is like, and tell me I'm only using Yarbo in a open field and you guys can obviously see that's not the case at all. But yeah, and the PPVS kicks in right there. It's orange. Now hopefully it goes to a green within 300. I think I have the parameter set up at 330 feet here. So hopefully we get another signal. If not, I'm in trouble because I'm live. But yeah, I do think there's been something globally the last few weeks with I'm going to move over here now that we're coming back this way. I do think there's been something a little bit, look at this. Anyone else dealing with this? That's from skunks. Look at that. That's crazy. And then I also see a big old weed right here. Big old dandelion. Why I should have got the weed killer stuff, but I could tell I've already taken this out once because it's got a little ditch under it, but apparently the root was deeper than what I thought here. I try to keep the chemicals off the ground for the most part because the kids, you know, but I want to know if it's I was trying to figure out with this garden bed, there's 2 little dings in there, like, and I was wondering if at one time, or if I had the tow hitch on at one time and I wasn't paying attention. Like that could have been it too, where it backs up. See if the okay, the GPS kicked back in. So yeah, grass is green, man. Looks pretty good this time of year. We're about to go dormant though. I think I maybe have about 2 weeks left of cuts. Then again, we're late on the leaves this year too, man. The leaves are, we had such a drought, you know, this summer. I know a lot of people in Michigan did too, because I saw pictures of like the Grand River in Grand Rapids. It was so low. But we had like a really dry summer. It was hot, but it wasn't like extremely hot. It just was like, it's kind of just consistently hot every day. You guys saw me do these live streams. I think that's why they switched them up to the morning. Wouldn't mind doing a few more afternoon ones. We did do a Friday night one a couple weeks ago with a round table with Ken, one of our co-founders, Ken Coleman. But yeah, I can see the PPVS kicking in and out. Which is good about that is the fact that that's where it used to just stop, you know? See, I do wonder on this turn if I'm like, maybe I need to adjust my boundaries, bring them in a little bit. I do wonder if those little divots in that, you know. It's pretty cheap aluminum though. This one I bought, it's pretty cheap aluminum. The other ones I have are like really a little bit more sturdy. I think I can move. I think it's going to start coming back this way. It should be shortly. Where's everybody at, man? Where's the conversation, guys? What's going on? I got my water. All right, here we go. So now we'll see it. Now it's going to kind of come back and forward towards us. This is the leaf blower and the 2-stage snow blower right here. I don't know if you're familiar. We're about ready to turn. I'd say in probably 2-3 weeks, I'm going to put the, well, I guess I'm waiting on the leaves, but I'm also keeping an eye on the weather too, because we can get snow on Halloween here. It's insane. But I'm kind of waiting on the weather. I want to see how, you know, how it does. But definitely want to get those snow tracks on pretty soon. And then I put the snowblower on right here, fully autonomous snowblower as well. Works just like the lawnmower. You just map out your driveway. Auger height 12 inches, 24-inch width. Chute can go from -5 to 55 degrees with a -10 to 190 degree rotation. That's a snow shovel on front. You got your binocular cameras, 2 lights, and your bumper on the front. Same with your leaf blower, binocular cameras, 2 lights, bumper. 760 CFMs, 190 mile per hour winds, all go on the same Yarbo core. We get to the core of it. Get to the core of it, kids. Yeah, when it's done mowing, I think I'm going to put the aerator on and just try to punch some holes in it. The ground's a little bit moist today. Can I say that word? Or do we still hate that word? I think it's okay. The only time I ever hear it is cake in the ground. If you guys are watching on Facebook, what's up, man? How you doing? I think I need another cup of coffee, man. I'm starting to get... Okay, I can see it. Why is it so jumpy on... Let's watch on YouTube. Maybe I just bumped it or... Oh, I just adjusted it. I was like, why is it so jumpy? I need to get rid of that clubhouse right there. It came with the house. It's I don't know. Kids have outgrown it. It doesn't make any sense to keep it. Sentimental, but it wasn't. It's not. It's good. It's so quiet out here today. I just feel like I'm about ready to fall asleep. When I'm at the office doing this, it's like I can hear Illinois 53. I can hear I-90, the highway. So it's like I'm hearing air brakes and semis and all that stuff the whole time. Plus, it's right next to O'Hare. As I say that, I can hear a plane coming over. So yeah, now we're just gonna do. Now it switches. We're just gonna do a parallel cut right here. Nothing much. I'm cutting out like 3 inches today. Oh no. I might need to move these back. It's seeing. I don't want it to not mow. Definitely seeing these things though. Probably seeing me too. I don't really care. We're just doing a demo out here today, man. We're not doing anything crazy. Yeah, we got some leaves too. I guess I could turn on the leaf blower and get it going as well. I do have an area mapped out for that. What are you thinking there, buddy? Oh, so this is what I'm talking about with the PPVS here. Let me real quick. Okay, it's showing that it's kicking in. Trying to find it where it has a good let's see what the diagnostic tools, let's see if it's the rover, or I believe it's the data center. I think I'm going to move it this weekend. I think I'm going to move my data center this weekend because I don't have it mounted properly there. So I think I'm going to move it up. Maybe not this weekend, maybe next, because where I have it set up right there. So I think I'm going to move it. Turn the blade on. Let me see if I can get it to go out to a. It's going good. So that way it'll send it out to up to like 330 feet with a without a GPS signal. And that's exactly what it's supposed to do with the PPVS. Like right there is exactly what it's supposed to do. They're drilling something today. You can hear it. TikTok, man. TikTok's been constant lately, but it's I haven't heard from many people on there though. There we go. And we're off. Yeah, sorry, East Coast Marine. I just saw the other comments you made. Sorry, I didn't see the other ones, man. We'll let me see. I don't know if we have anybody in North Carolina. I know you could find dealers on our website too. So it should say if there's a dealer around there. So if there's a dealer around there, you definitely can get in on that. We probably do have some users in there that would sign up to do some demos or something like that. It is a little difficult to bring demos to some people up until we get up on the end and like start using an N-trip, which some people have that capability. I don't. Dana said, "I wish they weren't so slow." Yeah, it definitely has different settings though as far as speed. It does go slow around the boundaries, but it can do 6.2 acres in a week, 1.72 acres in a 24-hour period, and about a quarter acre per charge. The leaf blower, you can set it to like slower, medium, fast, and faster. So that way you can set it up. This is, you can kind of set up the leisurely pace. I like it a little bit slower when it's cutting my grass. That way I get a better cut out of it. But I would not be shocked if in the future there's some, in the near future, there's some different speed settings. Obviously, you don't want to wear out the motor by going too fast. It's not an RC car, you know what I'm saying? But like this is going at a good clip right now, cutting grass. You get any faster, you're going to start missing blades and stuff like that, especially for electric or a robotic lawnmower. It's a little bit different breed than a gas powered with just the big sling blade on it, type of Kaiser blade, whatever type thing. Double-sided blade, whatever. It's just a little bit different animal. I will say our Lawnmower Pro, we upped the motor up to 300 watts. So it's a little bit more commercial grade. This one here is our M1. This is just our micro mulching razor blade. So yeah, that's just it. You want it to go, like, I guess finding that happy medium of speed, and definitely around boundaries and stuff. You don't want it to be burning and doing fast, because like if it goes fast and runs into that fence or something like that, it could potentially do some damage. It's a big machine. I mean, this is a 150-pound machine with the mower on, like almost 250, I think, with the snowblower on. You can see the snowblower right here. That's our 2-stage snowblower right there. I mean, it's a beast. I know there's some, rumors. I see rumors out there all the time, kind of where some of the robotic lawnmowers are going. And like I always tell people, man, we're literally in the infancy. We're seeing this whole, billion dollar just thing turn into probably in the next 10 years, closer to 20 billion, could be more. You're going to see a lot more, especially in the United States. I know it's been around for a while in Europe. And like I said, Yarbo is now on its 10th year here. Started out as a Snowbot, and a couple years ago, they just totally rebranded, came back, just put everything on the drawing board. And just where it's come since I've started here. I started last January. So when I started last January, the updates, we've introduced the Lawnmower Pro, the trimmer attachment, that's actually being shipped here shortly. Like, that's out. So the trimmer attachment, the new back brace mount, that's all new. This is since January, since I started working for the company. Software, the PPVS system that increased the GPS. Obstacle avoidance has been improved. Like, charging has been improved. Like, this is since January. I mean, like, it's definitely not a company that's going to stand still and just say, hey, this is our product. This is what we're going to do, Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing about, East Coast Marine. Yeah, it's kind of like you have to trade one thing for the other, and when it comes to these machines. But there's always we're always listening. So I will say I've seen one of these souped up where somebody was doing donuts with it, dude, like in a video. I didn't do that per se, but somebody did, and it was pretty impressive. But I don't think the motor will last that long if you really kick up the speed too much. But I definitely think there's room to, make it a little bit faster, especially with the follow me mode. And I realize that's there's got to be safety concerns with that as well. But I'm like 6'3", I have long strides, so if you can, if I could speed up the follow me mode, I think I would a little bit. Just where it recognizes your gait, I guess. But then again, you don't want it bumping into you from behind either. So, like I said, there's a trade-off in everything we do. I'm going to put this air on in a minute. I got to find something to weigh it down, though. I was going to ask my neighbor if he had a cinder block or something. But I'm going to do I'll do some aerating with it. And then I have this, I'm going to do some towing with this one later. As far as with this cart on later. So we'll get it out there. So like my GPS is not the best today. I can tell even with the PPVS. It kicked back on right there. You see it? But for a second there, I could tell. I think it's something globally. I gotta think, man, because I saw a couple people. I don't know if it's done with the. I don't know if it's something with the sun or something going on. I have seen some things globally, and not just with the Yarbo brand, with some of the other brands too, where it's like it seems to be like some event going on, which is going to be funny if we all switch to like autonomous vehicles and stuff like that. Like, how do you? I guess they would run off like an N-trip type of thing or something like that. How do you, like, what do you do when global events happen? Like, you know, I always wonder that too. Like, what if? And I know we have a ton of satellites because like when I'm on this, I can tell you right now how many satellites the rover's connected to, just from the map or from the app itself. If I go into the diagnostic tools, you go into the diagnosis right now. That rover's on 24 satellites right now, and then gotta try to see if I find the data center. Battery temp's fine. Like the app gives you all the updates too, man. Let me show you guys. The app gives you all the updates. Yeah, showing my data center is strong right now, and my RTK antennas are strong right now. I'm telling you though, you will set yourself up for success the higher you mount your data center. I mean, I should probably have it up on the garage right now, but I don't. But I probably should, or even somewhere like that, because you want that 120 degree view of the sky. I have a tree I need to trim up right next to mine too, so I'm like not setting myself up for success, but I don't really. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a massive amount of stuff to cut, so I can be a little bit more patient, but I get it if you have multiple acres or things like that. I will say the driveway is going to be the next. I got to get that mapped out for the winter. This is a different unit than I had last year, and then I also need to change the tracks on this one. Get the snow tracks on. Just get it ready. Get the tracks greased up for the winter time too. That's really all the maintenance you need to do, especially when you're switching to just a snowblower. Like right here is a snowblower. When you're switching to that right there, leaf blower, you don't really have to do anything. I can pull it up right now, which you see all these leaves in the yard. I'll probably do that this weekend. God damn, bird almost hit. Sorry, pardon my French. Bird almost hit me right in the face. You see that on video? I do need to hook up the physical controller later. It does come with a physical controller too. Sorry, I'm trying to show both cameras here. So it does come with an Xbox controller type thing as well. I usually use the app, but I will say out in the winter time, the physical controller comes in handy just because then you're not freezing your fingers off. We got that La Nina, so we're supposed to get a lot more moisture this winter. Which is funny, we've had a couple slow winters recently, so with that La Nina, it's supposed to bring a lot more snow, so now's a good time to look into that snowblower. You see it go up and down that big old divot right there in the R2, which I have not filled in. Connection's been kind of suspect here, folks, so I apologize. So yeah, I always have, it's funny around this tree right here, there's always a little bit. Sleepy Joe said, man, that's loud. I woke up Sleepy Joe. The mower itself is only 60 decibels, but you're hearing the motor itself. So the motor needs to be strong on this just because of the fact of it runs a snowblower and a leaf blower. But the fact that it woke up Sleepy Joe, I think the motor sound is something that will be gone in the near future. I think they found a way. I feel like Jurassic Park. How does it handle acorns? I would say the Lawnmower Pro. I don't have the Pro on right now. I just have the M1. I don't have any problem with this one either. But the Pro is kind of our more robust. 2-blade wing blades. Creates a little bit more uplift. 300 watts power on the motors versus 150 on this one. And then we open the deck up on the Pro as well. So if you do have a heavily sticked and tree yard and acorns, and definitely. I have a bunch of squirrels that this is their highway here. This is all their highway. So they just, they eat all the acorns, man. Anything, I don't have any of those. Well, I guess I don't have any oak trees in my yard, but they bring them up and they just snack them and then they bury them in my yard. And the black walnut across the street, they do that too. Like I find them all over the place. I found a black walnut in my hammock the other day. Like some squirrel thought, oh, I can just ditch this in the hammock. Not right now as far as gathering acorns, but it does have a tow hitch on the back, so you can put a yard sweeper on. I have one at the office, like a big yard sweeper. I'm going to actually hook this aerator up when we're done. So it does have towing capabilities. I saw somebody towing their golf cart with 6 people in it the other day. So it definitely has towing capabilities. You can put a yard sweeper right back on. I did see a prototype. I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I did see a prototype of a... and I don't know if we'll ever do this. Sometimes it's a drawing or what. But I did see a prototype of like a yard sweeper module on the front of a Yarbo. I don't know if that came from our company or could have came from somebody else. I'm not quite sure. But it was pretty cool. Just like a yard sweeper on the front of a Yarbo. Or actually, and like that thing could be used to sweep up a garage, do all that kind of stuff. So I definitely think that's on the horizon. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what. A lot of people have a lot of concepts, so it depends on where the resources go to. I know we kind of stopped our spreaders for the meantime, not because we didn't think they're valuable to people, but just, excuse me, you can only stretch resources so far, you know? Especially with like R&D. So you got to balance that, especially now that we're just we're really just starting to expand, and like Yarbo's starting to expand. It's been in Europe for a while and been all over, but it's really like catching on in the United States. They're trying to expand their team here in the US too, which is kind of cool. It's cool to be a part of that. Excuse me. Get a drink of water. So yeah, aside from a couple seconds of some GPS stuff, and I honestly think that's like I said, I feel like, because I was actually having a couple issues at the office yesterday too, and I never have issues anywhere around there. So I do think there's part of some larger thing going on right now. But seems to be going fine. That's what's great about the PPVS system too, is the fact that even on days where maybe some GPS isn't as strong, you're able to function up to 330 feet without a signal. I don't know why it sees something right there. It always does. Oh, it's not seeing anything. It's almost done with its cut, and then it'll go around and start doing the boundaries. It has boundary issues. Been meaning to get in here and remap some stuff too, because I have some I don't know, something about this fence sometimes. I don't know what it is. Maybe, I don't know. That's where the trimmer module will come in handy, because then you can map a little bit further away and have the trimmer kind of take care of those kind of areas. It's still got to come over here and cut on, I think, on this side. I can move over a little bit now. It's going to come over here. I wonder if any of this garden bed, look at this Cosmo plant right there, that tall one. It's, that seeded itself from last year. I did not do anything this year. But I noticed that bed's hanging over. I still got bees working in it. I like the bees over here. Like the bumblebees and stuff. They're still working, so trying to let them do their business. Got some dahlias. I'm going to have to dig those up, I think. And bring them inside for the winter. I'm not digging gladiolas up this year. They can fend for themselves. They do nothing but disappoint me anyways. Oh, one of my neighbors on the Ring camera sighted big white cat. Okay. And then they're always like, coyote. Our YouTube really is not good today. Sometimes we can get in a good flow on YouTube, and then other times we got nothing but. As long as Facebook, Yarbo.com. We don't have the products up today. It tells you Kathy's not here, so I can pretty much get away with anything. So anything you guys want me to do, let me know. Now's the time to rebel, man. Anything we can do to rebel, let me know. Yeah, I wanted to put the aerator on. I need to figure out some weight on it, though. I do have a couple. Those will fall. Those will most definitely fall. Get over on there. There we go. Get over. Straighten out. Straighten out, son. Hopeful T, hey, what's up? Finally a comment at Yarbo.com. Hi there. I'm getting a lot of comments on TikTok. I just not feeling the love on YouTube today. It's because we don't have anything coming out right now. That's exactly it. If anyone's waiting on a product or update, then that's all I do is hear from them. If they're not, I don't. You guys don't want anything from me. I do have to put the Smart Assist module on in a minute. I probably should clean up this unit itself. And I got to put the tow hitch on the back too. I'm not going to do it while I cut though, because I don't know how much distance I've given my boundaries. So I definitely don't want that going into the fence or sweeping the leg of this garden bed in front. With the raspberry bush that still has not given any, well, given about 3 raspberries. What do I got flying over? Big old jet flying over. Brenda Wooten got the #1 gifter badge. You must have commented or something, Brenda. I'll have to see. Sorry. If you did, I'm so sorry. Sometimes the comments only show up in the app, and sometimes they show up on my feed. So, but I do appreciate everybody who does comment. Oh, come on. Thanks for following us, guys. Oh, says remember to follow your community guidelines. I will follow the community guidelines. So I have it mapped around this patio and this one. I do not have a no-go zone over there. I like to have different maps for different areas, honestly, but just my preference, because some days I like different cuts. Then this flower bed has come out a little bit, so figure I mapped that 3 months ago. None of these flowers were hanging over, so I'd be interested to see if it wants to take out any of those flowers. They're kind of at their end. I still got some like dahlias that are blooming here, this Cosmo, and then some more dahlias, and then everything else is gone for the winter time. Every year I expand that like 6 inches, so eventually I don't know. When I first moved in, I was real excited about grass, and obviously I work for a lawn mowing company, so I am excited about some of the grass, but I like the garden beds too, man. I like to have a mix in the backyard, so none of this was here. So I like to mix it up and make it a living, functional space. If anybody wants to come build me a new garage, that'd be awesome, man. I'll be your best friend. In Michigan, where I grew up, you could like hire the Amish and they would come and build like a garage in like a day. Problem is I need a whole new concrete driveway and there's no way I'm getting out of it for a good price at this day and age, right? So yeah, we're working fully autonomous. This is the Yarbo M1. This is our M1 lawnmower. You see the RTK antennas, Wi-Fi. I have the face plate off right here, so I'm going to put the attachment on later in a few minutes. The hip, the aerator. I'm going to put that on in a few minutes, and then I have to manually do that because we do not have the tow mode up yet. So that'll be in the next update. So I'll have to manually do the aerator. I could either hook up the remote or I could just use the app. But I do need to, I think I might put the Yarbo, so we've been going for almost an hour. I think I might do the Yarbo Smart Assist module on there too, just so I can maneuver a little bit more. I don't know if I'll wait for it to do the boundaries today. I don't know. See how many more laps I have before I have to do the boundaries. This actually might be it. So yeah, we've cut all this today. Just a little maintenance cut. I think I was out here the other day. I think we cut on Sunday. What are we now? Thursday. So that's kind of where this unit shines. This is one of the big annoyances, but whatever. This is where the unit shines. And we're working on this, just different pathways and stuff. So it's going to go start doing the boundaries now. But it really does shine on these maintenance type of cuts, man. Like this is our M1. So if you look at our Yarbo Lawnmower Pro, that's our more commercial grade. That thing's out there to take down those super tough grasses, like the St. Augustine stuff, or so it's like that's where that one really shines. With our Yarbo M1, I wonder it's gonna start going around the boundaries now. I'm gonna get the think I'm gonna get the aerator ready to go here. Let me see. Once it comes around once. I don't think I'll do 2 boundary cuts. I'll let it come around real quick. While it's going around though that way, it's going to come over this way. It's going to come around. I can tell you about, as we're switching into winter season here, we have the Yarbo snowblower here, our 2-stage snowblower, 12-inch width on the auger right here. Even comes with this snow shovel. Oh, my back is stiff today. I'm stiff. Ugh. You got the 12-inch height, 24-inch width on the auger, binocular cameras. This is your bumper right here. We got our lights. We have our snow shovel. The deflector from -5 to 55 degrees. We're doing the boundary right now on the mower. -10 to 190 degrees. So it can pretty much just chuck snow backwards if you really want to. I was like, I don't have the... I gotta find the Allen key, otherwise I'd hook it up right now. But I don't have any snow anyway, so it just doesn't make any sense. I don't have the snow tracks on either, so... So yeah, we're letting the lawnmower do a boundary. I probably have it on 2 boundaries, so yeah, so it's off a little bit. Maybe, let's see. I don't know how many passes I put it on. But this is, everyone always says, why is it so slow, like around the boundaries? So obviously you have your fences, you have your, you could potentially, that might be where your house is. It could be where your garden bed's. Like we're about ready to come up on this garden bed, and I'm very interested in this garden bed because it's overgrown, and I want to see if anything gets swooped up in this. See how it avoided that whole garden bed there? And that's where the trimmer attachment will come in handy as well, right there. It's kind of mulching up some of these leaves too. Not as, I don't know if it's as good as the Pro or as far as mulching goes. I think the Pro's probably a little better just because it has the wing blades on it. I do want to see if it has an issue with the fence right here. Like occasionally, I don't know what it is about that. They don't like each other. It's about ready to hit a stick. You'll hear it hit that stick. Smaller sticks should be good. Sometimes they can get wedged in there. Even with the Pro, I've gotten a couple bigger sticks wedged in. There it is right there. Probably just chip the top off of it. I think I changed the blades on here a couple weeks ago. It does come with, this one's our M1, so this has the 2 discs, 5 razor blades on each one. Our Pro's a little bit different. It has the 2 discs. It comes with the 2 disc and the blades still, but you can switch. It comes with the, this is it right here where this, always with this fence. I don't know what goes on here. I think there's a root that comes up off of that tree. I bet you that's where that root is. It definitely like feels something. It's always that certain area there, and I think it has to do with that tree root that's coming up because I see the module actually lifting. I'm gonna actually go look because I'm dying to know what this little area right here every single time. Wow, I got all mushrooms here. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Every single time there is a tree root that comes up right here. That makes sense. I think I'm gonna hatch this out of here though. I don't want to hurt the tree too much, but it's not my tree. But yeah, it comes up above the ground there. That's exactly what I'm always like. Why does it get to that point in the fence? And that makes sense because obviously it doesn't know what it's running over, you know. So you want to be careful with that too. And also you want to be careful with your disc and your blades on the M1. You don't really have to worry about that on the Pro. But with the M1 you do. I'm gonna bring it over because I need to do, I'm gonna pause this real quick. I'm gonna bring this over. We're still at 76% of the battery. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take that root out of there. I knew that's exactly what it was hitting, but it keeps coming up higher and higher, you know? I think I'm gonna take the lawnmower module off and I'm gonna switch to the M1 quick. Not the M1, the Smart Assist. Give you guys a whole view of that though. There you go. Then I need to hose this thing down because I need this puppy to shine. We're gonna do a shoot, I think, in a little bit, where I have to get it going. What I like to do is I like to shut down the unit when I change the modules. You don't have to. It's recommended. Just makes life easier. Like it's kind of like when you get new software on a computer, you want to do a restart type of thing. And each module is kind of different. I mean, you can use each map with each module. Like if I wanted to send my Smart Assist module out on a patrol mode, I can with the mapped out area that I have for the lawnmower. Trying not to get my pants to fall down. They seem to be falling down recently. Maybe that means I'm losing weight. I don't think so though. We went out and had pizza for dinner. Half price pizza on Wednesday, so it's a good deal. All right, put that one down. Come back with the Smart Assist module. So this is the core. So when you hear me say Yarbo core, or when you buy the Yarbo core, this is the core. This is what all the attachments. Sorry, my hands are big, so I have trouble sometimes with this one. I'm just pushing it in. There we go. You come from behind here, get a little familiar with the Yarbo. We're gonna turn it back on. I'm gonna put the speed hitch on right now. I don't have the back brace mount hitch. With the new back brace mount hitch, it actually increases the tongue weight by about 400%, I believe. So, any recommendations for weight? I guess I have some big landscaping rocks I can put on. Unfortunately, I think they might roll off. But this is what makes Yarbo so cool, is that it just switches this quick to, a whole different purpose, okay? We were out mowing. Now, just like that, I'm gonna put the aerator on. The grass is a little soft. It's a little wet. But I definitely think there should be a little bit of moisture, or not moisture, a little bit of weight on here. So now that we have the aerator on, I'm gonna search for rocks. Stay with me. Doesn't have to be anything crazy, I don't think. I hope they stay on. That's the big thing. A little weight, maybe. This is a big dog, but this one might roll a little bit. I don't know if it does. So it takes about 90 seconds for the Yarbo to actually reboot. Let me see if I can get two more about that size. Bear with me. Ready to work. I think I should switch this up. Keep it even. will stay without rolling too much. But yeah, so this is your Yarbo Smart Assist module. And then I'll just go in, since we do not have the tow mode available yet. I don't want to tow this because there's a possibility it could jackknife and then put too much tongue weight on there. But that's supposed to come with the next upgrade. So here we go. So just like that, I'm gonna go to the remote actually. See if it's pushing in or not. I can kind of tell. I might need a little bit more weight. Oh, it's taking holes. Okay. So this is good because I want to do some seating anyway. So, but you can tow dethatchers. I got a yard sweeper. I got this. I'm gonna put this on later. I have to do some. Obviously the handle comes off, but I've towed myself in this cart up and down hills. So you can tow things like this. This comes off. You got to tow your kids somewhere, maybe a cooler of beer. If you're into that kind of thing, I don't know. Just another aerating option, you know, for when like you want to seed. Right now, like I said, you have to do it manually. You have to do this manually right now, but that's okay. With the new tow mode, so what they'll do is the new tow mode that's coming out, and I beta tested it too. You just put in the dimensions of what you're towing. So if I know an aerator's on there, you'll be able to put the width and the length of it. So that way when it turns, it compensates for what it's towing. Right now, it'll just turn. If you have it on like an auto mode, it'll turn and it could wench that the towing, put too much tongue weight on it. It just shows you just one of the other options for a Yarbo. I'm gonna probably do some seating. Now that it's getting a little bit cooler, I'll probably do some seating with it. But this is its core module with an aerator. You can pick one of these up at a big box store for like $100. Have somebody come out and aerate your yard, probably a couple $100. So if you do this twice a year, maybe you seed in the spring, or just helps with the irrigation a little bit. Obviously they're not as big as the plugs with when they come out and they got those big where you think somebody let their dog dookie in your yard. But yeah, if you put the core on too, makes it a little smaller, easier to maneuver. Let me get this card out of the way. Makes it a little smaller, easier to maneuver. Pretty simple like that. So it's just another option. Oh, there goes the cart. I didn't lock it. Oh, it's gonna crash. Let me turn it this way. Let me do that. Take a quick shot of this. Pretty awesome. All right. You guys want to see the leaf blower on here? Anyone? Let me do. You can put the speed on high. I know some people care. It is getting dirty, so it's definitely digging enough. You know, this will just help a little bit of the drainage. Something a little bit different. Try the mower out on my lawn. I'd love to. Tell me you live somewhere warm and I'll be down there this winter, I swear. If they let me. I keep trying to get them to send me somewhere warm, but I got a feeling I'm going to be in Saskatchewan or something for the winter time. Probably be up in Minnesota. I guarantee that. Why's the speed? All right. I'm going to crank it up a little bit. So now we're just doing a little aerating. I'm doing this manually. Like I said, eventually the tow mode should be in the next update. What that'll do is you'll be able to put the dimensions of what you're towing. That way it'll aerate your whole yard without you having to be out there. I mean, that's the whole point of autonomous stuff, you know, just where you don't have to be out there. But right now, This is what I'm just doing it manually. I could use the remote control. Right now I'm just using the app. I got to sync the controller up because I need to use it later. But yeah, with this, I've done the dethatcher on the yard here too. I do say switching up to the core really helps. There, you can see it right there. Switching up to the core really helps, just because it's more maneuverable. It's kind of like a little Wally. Come back this way. I could put a couple cinder blocks on top of there too. Probably bring it down a little bit. A couple more rocks probably wouldn't hurt it either. But honestly, it's kind of fun driving these around once in a while too. It's all fun and games. I like the autonomous features on this, but it's also fun to just like let her rip a little bit. Have some fun with it. Oh, my thumb is trying to turn it. My thumb was like cramping up. That's how you know you're getting old. Your thumb just stays. You're like, thumb, could you bend real quick? And it's like, no. So yeah, once the tow mode comes out, it'll be able to do this autonomously. So it'll just follow your current plan. I could send it out autonomous right now, but the problem is, like I said, it doesn't account for what it's towing right now, and that's where it will. I beta tested the tow mode. Actually, we're good. I don't know why. I think I did that back in April, so. Then if I want, I can come back over with like the leaf blower module, put that on, which I might because we have some leaves, but then I have to move some stuff. But you know what? We got battery. We got 30 something minutes left. Let me do that. The leaf blower is always a big hit. Of course, I can't talk as much, which is good too when I'm leaf blowers on. So yeah, this just kind of shows you, okay, I got the aerator. You know, now if I want to come back over and do some seeding, I can do that. I think I'll put a little bit more weight on there. I do have some weight on there, but I think I could use like probably a couple cinder blocks. I should put a couple seats on there and just like tow my friends around and let that aerator really push down. It is pushing down in the ground though. I can definitely see it. My yard's super hard though. Ugh, it's a pain in the butt. Sorry, I was gonna say the other word. All right, let me do one thing real quick, and then we'll switch up to the blower real quick, and then call it a day. Call it lunch, right? I'm trying to move some stuff here. So yeah, this is our 2-stage snowblower. It's a Haas though, so I gotta lift it out of the way. Back. That's our heaviest attachment, the 2-stage snowblower. Let me shut down the Yarbo real quick, and then I'll put the leaf blower on. I think I had good sleep last night, but man, I'm like not feeling it today. All right, so I shut down the Yarbo there. So what I'll do is I'm gonna take that off too. With the Smart Assist, let me just take this off here. I'll say this is the hardest one for my thumbs to get into, but I got big hands. So this is a Smart Assist. We're going to take this off. I'm going to put on our blower. This is what's great about the modularity of it though. You know, I'm able to show you guys lawnmower, towing, leaf blower, you name it. Lock it into place. I'm going to turn this, get a little friendly here. Turn that on real quick. I'm gonna take these rocks out here. Oh, did good on the area. I can see the holes right there. Now I could probably come back with the cedar and get that going. These landscaping rocks. This is a workout, right? Alright, so let me just quickly get this off here. This is how quick the tow hitch, and here we go. Pull it right off, and I'm gonna take this one over here. I got like all the yard tools out today. This is fun. Still have to move this a little bit further over. Oh, I think I have. Look at this. This is nuts, guys. I want to show you guys when we talk about the modularity of a Yarbo. Look at all this stuff. This is all I'm playing with today. I'm out of breath too. You hear that? If you guys want to know more, just go to yarbo.com. Once this turns on, I'll send her. Make sure we got some GPS going on too.
Ready to work.
Yay, that makes one of us. Alrighty, let's see. Sorry guys, hang with me. Alright. Put that cotter pin back in, man. You lose those. Alright, we're on low battery here, so I'm gonna have to get this going. Let me see. All right, end that one. I'll just run it for a couple minutes here. So this is the Yarbo blower, folks. Let me show you the quick 3 settings. So the obviously the module goes up and down. Blower speed, this is low. This is low. Somebody said, where in the zoning do you live? I'm in the Midwest, like Chicago area. This is high, just like that. And then I'm gonna send her out quick, autonomously. We only have a few minutes though, so I'll try to get it out as quick as I can. I don't know what zone I'm in. What am I in, like zone 6 or I can't remember. Outside of Chicago, so whatever that is. It could be, let me lift this up a little bit. I think I have a spiral pattern on this one. You can do a spiral pattern, you can do a parallel pattern. So with the spiral, it'll blow everything towards the middle. I do have a high, I think, so 760 CFMs, 190 mile per hour winds. I'm gonna try to stand back because it has a safety setting. I have to be back 16.5 feet. I do have it coming up on the patio on this one though. So it might see me and I might be too close, so it might stop. See, this tells that I'm too close, so I have to back up here. When I back up, it'll start back up. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I gotta turn it. So it has a safety setting when it's working autonomously. I have to stand back 16.5 feet or it will throw a temper tantrum and stop working on me. I don't mean, it's for safety reasons. I get it. It's not the Yarbo's fault. Same thing will happen with a trimmer. I think it's a 16.5 feet too. Whatever, people have deemed that's the distance that is safe, you know. Nobody wants to get injured or anything like that. And I don't mean from the Yarbo, but I mean from like debris. I do see the PPVS is kicking in, so I want to see, hopefully we get another GPS signal. It's been a day like that for GPS though, man, really has. It's crazy. Actually, yesterday was the same way and I was in a different location. It was just one of those days. Doesn't matter what autonomous thing you were using. See, it kicked back in though, so now I got another 330 feet. So it recovers now with the new PPVS. It's just, it's always something to monitor. And ways you can improve your GPS are by mounting your data center higher or paying off Elon Musk. I don't know. Got about 16% left on this battery, so hopefully we can make it another 10 minutes. Oh, Good Time said hello, by the way. Can you run it remote like an RC as well? Hopefully you just saw me do that with the aerator on. I just ran it remotely. But yeah, you can run it 2 different remotes. It does come with a handheld remote, and then also using the app. I'm going to have to stand back a little bit because it's coming back this way. Oh man, you hear that person detected? It saw me. Thanks for joining us. I got some new followers on TikTok today. Thank you. I don't really have a ton of leaves over there, but I have it going like the length of the yard. Also, it's good though, like when you do map things out, like, and there's heavy tree cover like this. You see this all trees, apartment, there's a garage, there's all this stuff like that. If you do have areas like this, map an open area too with it. Just give it a better chance for success. Let that GPS get that clear kick-in signal. Trying to stand still so it doesn't detect me. Oh, it saw me. Dang it. All right, 2 steps back. Oh, low battery. Oh no. I'm gonna run this one till it dies. Sorry, I got 10% left on the battery. We can do another couple minutes here on the live stream. Got the leaf blower on from Yarbo. I had all these different modules on, the Smart Assist. I did some towing. And now we're just kind of cleaning up the mess. You see, I'm doing a spiral pattern, trying to blow everything towards the middle here. Like something like this, I would just pick up. The village comes and does like a yard sweep. So something like this, I would just take it out to the curb. There's 7% left on this battery. I'm glad I didn't hook up the microphone today. I would have been in trouble. But we're almost done with the leaf blowing, so you guys kind of see it at work here. We're trying to blow everything from everything to the middle. Then I would just need a strip to clean it up there. You could do I could put it off to this fence if I wanted to. I could actually send it back to the garden beds back there if I wanted to do some, put the nutrients back into the mulch pile back there, compost. I can set the speeds up. Right now it's on high. Probably, I think medium's fine with this. Honestly, high's a little bit too much. But it's 190 mile per hour winds. Definitely with this, I would probably put it at you see how it did slow down right there when it's getting towards the middle now. So yeah, just like that, we mowed, we cleaned up some leaves, we aerated, and it's been a pretty good day. I'm going to end this in about 2 minutes because we're at 5% on the battery, guys. So I'm going to end it a little bit early. So forgive me. TikTok, you guys are good. This phone is at 62. The other one's at 5. They're the same phone. One's running 5G, though. One's on Wi-Fi. I think that's the big difference. But yeah. And I think we're going to be back tomorrow, probably 10:30. Let me know if you guys want to demo anything, comment on Facebook. I will check the comments, and then if you guys want to see anything, hopefully we can make it happen tomorrow. If not, we'll come back at you, man. So thanks, guys.